Welcome to the video everyone, this is Corey at Gemini Guitar, and today we're exploring some ideas in the 7th position, and these are very much psychedelic in their atmosphere, so let us explore them and see how we go. In the case of the sounds, I'm using a very simple clean sound through a line 6 tone port. The delay is a quarter note delay and it's got a long feedback plus a high mix, and this encourages the overlapping effect that you heard in the introduction. Any kind of delay is suitable, so if you don't have a pedal, I'd encourage you to get some sort of DAW, some recording software, and just get a VST plugin to stick in that, and you can get a delay effect that way, which will be most effective for the purposes discussed here. This is a very simple idea and it's really meant to be meditative, so the idea is just to basically randomly play strings and different notes and rhythms and come up with whatever sounds good. And this is what the psychedelic sound is about after all. The chord that I was using in the introduction is pretty much a B-7 chord with the addition of an A note, and to be honest, I don't really give a shit what the name of the chord is, I just care about the sound. Let's put our first finger over the 7th fret. So we bar that first finger all the way over all 6 strings. We're going to put our 3rd finger on the F sharp note on the 5th string at the 9th fret, and then occasionally I'll use the A note. I'll just get my 3rd finger out of the way. That's at the 10th fret on the 2nd string. So the basic chord should sound like this. With the addition of the A note, there's, I think, another bit where I was using a flattened A note at the 9th fret on the 2nd string, which gives it a sort of creepy sort of vibe. Technique focus here is arpeggiation. So if you're a novice guitarist, arpeggiation is when we pick through a chord one note at a time rather than simultaneously. If we strum, we were just doing what I was doing then. Of course, there's wilder and faster strumming patterns out there, but they won't work here. Arpeggiating just involves picking through the chord, like so. I'm not going to give you any rules here, because there are none. In fact, in music there are none. My motto is, if it sounds good, it is good. And don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, because, well, they're probably full of shit. So I'm just going to show you a couple of approaches I would use, something similar to what I was using in the introduction. These aren't meant to be remembered. What you want to try to do with these is just to be able to put yourself on the spot, improvise, and come up with a variety of ideas in different situations. So by using the 6th string as our foundation note, we can then embellish that with melodic tones from the rest of the position that we're in. And by the way, this is pretty much a pentatonic based series of notes. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the pentatonic scale, it's a very easy scale, penta meaning 5, so it's a 5-note scale. If we're in the 7th position, meaning our first finger sits at the 7th fret, then we have the notes B, D, E, F sharp, A, B, D, E, F sharp, A, B, D. And by learning that scale, then you can embellish the position that you're in, the chord that you're in, with those scale tones. So let's mix things up. So if we use our foundation note, let it ring out for a bit. Just get used to that pulse, that rhythm. It's a very slow rhythm. So once you get accustomed to the rhythm, the pulse of that note, you can then begin chucking in some other notes. All I was doing there was I was picking 6, picking 3rd, hammering to the 9th fret on 3rd with my pinky, picking the 2nd string, and back to the string 6. So that was... Add some variety to that, we could pick string 1 at the end instead. So start with the foundation. Arpeggiate back through. And repeat. Maybe a little gentle strum back. Up. Take the pinky off. And arpeggiate randomly. At the A note, the 2nd string. Random hammer-ons. That note there's the 10th fret on string 1. Back to the B note on the 7th fret, string 1. Second string, fret 10 with the pinky finger. 9th fret, 3rd string with the pinky finger. And one of those other embellishments that I was using was the 9th fret on the 4th string. So more sort of pentatonic, bluesy sort of thing. Looked at that as a lick, you know, it's... That's the other thing you can do, rather than just letting your fingers sit there for the duration of your musical meditations, you can rip out some pentatonic ideas as well, which I'd recommend doing. These remind me a bit of sort of early Pink Floyd, just that really calm psychedelic sound. And it's really good stuff. When you're feeling a bit down, it can help you to feel happy. It certainly does some good things for my mind. Do the chord, embellish. And if you want to go a bit nutty there, you could do that too. So anyways, that will hopefully enlighten you somewhat. It's an idea that's just good to just sit there and jam with and just creep into your own special little world. And isn't that the most important thing when we play music? I think it is. So until the next lesson, bye for now.